I,
You good on your end?
yeah, I'm up. All right, Shalom, Shalom. All right, we would like to start out by giving our honor and glory to
Yahweh
Yahweh,
by
by
Shem,
Shimon,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai,
by
by
Shura
Shimon
Kakadash.
Kakadash. Double honors to our apostles, great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessings to the house of everything elect. All right, I'm Zahaba to my left.
Yashama.
All right, today we're going to a live stream. All right, basically entitled Beyond Babylon, man. Because, you know, the Most High got us here as foot soldiers in America, which is spiritually called Babylon, man. All right, and the way we survive this thing is really have a mindset, all right, that's beyond this place. All right, that our treasure is beyond this place. If you could get that real quick before you get Hebrews, set your affection on thing above.
Yeah,
You know, because things are above is really the kingdom of heaven. You know,
this is the book Colossians chapter 3, verse 1. It says, if you then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Yahweh Shai sitteth on the right hand of the Most High.
Yep. And ultimately, that's the kingdom, man. All right. Is it more than that?
Yeah, verse 2 it says, set your affection on things above.
Hey, set your affection on things above, man. Don't you know in the book of Tobit, he was prophesizing of New Jerusalem? And that was what, 2,300 years ago, 2,500 years ago, roughly. They were looking at the things beyond this place, man. Beyond their current situation, man. All right? Set your affection. So, hey, that's why it says, and we don't have to get it, all right, but it says that in Sirach 39, we're occupied in prophecy, man. Why are we occupied in prophecy, man? Because that's going to foretell where we're going to be. All right, we don't spiritually live here in Babylon. We only physically live here in Babylon.
Yeah.
All right.
I got that word affections in the Greek, and that Greek word
Strong's G 5426. Phraneo.
It says to direct one's mind to a thing, to seek, to strive for.
Hey, it says to seek. Now, what did Yahweh Shai say? What did our master Yahweh Shai say? Seek ye first the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. You know?
And we were rehearsing, you know, for the society to come, a righteous kingdom to come. You know, we always speak about Yahweh Shai and how he's going to bring the throne of David to the earth, man, which is rulership over the heathens, you know, the tribes being joined back together and the earth being ran, you know, governed by the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And we're conforming to the society that's to come, their righteous kingdom that's prophesied to come. That's why our affections are. That's what we desire now. The desires that we had. The desires that we had previous, you know, were things of this world. You know, things of this society, man. We want to be rappers, you know, on stage, or, you know, big trap boys, or, you know, entertainers, or somewhere in the limelight with a lot of money, you know, and a lot of, you know, women of this side, man. That was basically, you know, 98%, you know, of the Israelite men dream, you know, and the women, all right, was to what, man? Be with niggas that got money, you know, to be, you know, some type of entertainer, some type of celebrity, be famous. That was basically, you know, the end be all to what we thought. But now we've done tapped into the understanding of rulership, how to run nations, how to run the earth, man, how to run societies, man, how to govern, you know, kingdoms, man. That's the mindset we on now, and that's way above, you know, being, all right, prosperous within another man's kingdom, man.
Yeah, and you get Matthew, where your treasure is, that's where your heart will be.
Yep.
All right. Because one thing that's going to mobilize us in these times to come is that we're moving within our mind's eye. We're navigating through the vision that's within our mind's eye, and what's within our mind's eye is the kingdom. All right. We already have detached ourselves currently from this place, so we're willing to lose the physical things.
Yep.
Because we've already mentally lost it. So now what I think is, well, now that this place is going down, now we're just focused on what's ahead of us.
Yep.
You know?
This is Matthew 6 and 19. It says, lay not up for yourself treasures upon earth.
Yeah, you know, don't get me wrong. If you can make moves, you can make moves. I'm not anti, you know, be business savvy. I'm not anti that. All right, but what we're saying through the spirit is don't set your affection, don't try to build something in another man's kingdom, man. All right? Because when your affection is there, you're gonna be sad when this dollar collapse. You're gonna be sad, when you gotta get everything on it, the implementation, man, the implantation, man. You're gonna be sad when you hear bad news about your oppressor, man. All right.
It says where moth and rust doth corrupt,
Yep.
and where thieves break through and steal.
I was just thinking, you got cars that cost $1 million, but as soon as you get in the car and drive it, it depreciates in value. But you got racehorses that cost $5 million, $10 million. You got racehorses that gets up in the thousands. You can reproduce those things. Everything that Esau promotes to you, it depreciates in value. All right, but the things that the Most High gives us, which is ultimately the planet Earth, all right, it appreciates in value and it can reproduce itself, man. All right.
He said, but lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do break through and steal.
Yep.
Because everything here, is fragile, man. Nothing here is meant to last. Everything on this society, what y'all, El Kazak call it, when they make some
planned obsolescence.
Yeah, planned obsolescence, man. Like you said about a car. Here it is, you spent $250,000, $500,000 on a car, but then next year they come out with another model of that same car.
The shit on your last model.
Yeah. That's the society we live in, where it's all about, something being played out. It's always something played out. You got the new rappers, the new generation of athletes, the new generation of actors, the new generation of thoughts, Instagram models. It's always about a new this and new that, a new this, then the other one is old. This is corruptible, man.
And there's just nothing. And Esau, Amalek created that. It's consumerism.
Yeah.
It's to keep you in the mindset of consuming.
Yeah.
Because even the cares of this world, all right, America is the seat of that.
Yeah.
Your image.
Yeah.
All right, always keeping your image up, but that goes right into consumerism, man. Because that means you gotta spend money, all right, to keep a certain image, man. You gotta spend unnecessary money to go out and buy a $500,000 house, all right, to go impress people, man, to maintain your image. So Esau got this consumerism thing down pat, where your self-consciousness, all right, feeds into the beast, man.
Yep.
And
that's why ultimately you gotta, the mind frame we beyond that now. Cause
no, go ahead, bro.
Because all those things that we speak about, ultimately you only get it by being more engulfed in the deaf culture, man. You gotta think about it. In this society, having sex can lead to death. Eating food can lead to death, man. Drinking water, everything is defiled by death, man. You see, this ain't how society is supposed to be. This ain't how a kingdom, should be ran, man. This is a very low grade, poor functioning kingdom that we live in.
Well, that's why the scripture says in Ecclesiastes, one of my favorite scriptures, blessed thou land whose king is that of nobles, all right, and they eat it for energy, basically.
Yep.
But then it said, cursed be thy land whose prince is like a child, and they feast in the morning.
Yep.
And I went into the history of that, and they really did go into feasting in the morning, because really that's something you're supposed to do later on in the day. The morning is for judgment. So we basically we're ruled by a king that keeps everybody in a childlike, indulgent state, man. Hence that decadent Roman Empire. All right?
I'll get there for you. This is on Ecclesiastes 10:16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child and thy princes eat in the morning.
Hey, Trump face popped in my mind when it said that prince is a child.
Yep.
But ultimately it's the elites, because it says the way that the king is, so are the inhabitants.
Yep.
So the kings that run this earth, which are the elites, all right, they have a very childish way of maneuvering through the planet Earth. It's very consumed now and don't care about the consequences. Feed my flesh now, and that's an American.
Yep.
You know?
That's why you see a woman 19, 20 get all those tattoos.
Yep.
It's all about the right now.
Yep.
Nigga get all these tattoos.
Face tats.
All these different things. It's all about now. Different piercings.
Yep.
And all this old crazy shit. Everything is thinking about now.
Yep.
She done had kids, by men, that she really ain't in tune with.
Yeah.
It was a lust thing.
Mm-hmm.
No one thinks about the latter end in this society, man.
I think it was you and I think some brothers from another camp, Birmingham. Y'all was going into what was called a beast.
Yep.
And everybody that basically beast-like.
Yep.
And the beast, they just consume.
Yep.
You feed any animal, that animal doesn't say it's grace before it eats. It doesn't eat in order.
Yep.
It just consumes.
It never stop eating.
It never, and the eating doesn't have to go into actually eating food. It just, I'm constantly feeding my flesh.
Yep. Verse 17 said, "Blessed art thou, O land, when thy king is the son of nobles, and thy princes eat in due season for strength and not for drunkenness."
Right. And that's what we're coming into. And go back to King David, King Solomon. We had princes or rulers that basically were temperate, moderate men. All right. But now you have compare King Solomon's rulership to the Evelyn Rothschild's rulership. All right. And now everybody's a slave, a wage slave.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's on a hamster wheel. All right.
Everybody's into idolatry.
Everybody's into idolatry.
Whether they know it or not.
Yep.
Everybody, really anti-Messiah.
Yep. Everybody has a very low spiritual IQ.
Yep.
Very low acumen. They may know all this little tech stuff, but they have a very low sense of Yahweh Shema Shai.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
This is on Hebrews 11:24. It says, "By faith, when he was come to years, refused to be." I started 23.
Mm-hmm.
It says this Hebrews 11:23. It said, "By faith, Moses, when he was born, was hid 3 months of his parents, because they saw he was a proper child, and they were not afraid of the king's commandment.
Mm-hmm.
By faith, Moses, when he was come to years, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter,
Mm-hmm.
choosing rather to suffer affliction with the people of the Most High than to enjoy the pleasure of sin for a season."
Because he saw the end goal. 2 Ezra 14, it shows you that Moses saw the beginning, the present, and the end. So when he saw the kingdom, it's like, well, fuck this shit. He saw the end goal for the nation of Israel. It's like, man, hey, fuck this, man. Excuse my language. It's a lot. But that's what gives you faith, is being occupied in prophecy and being in tune with the end goal, man.
You gotta be a visionary.
Gotta be a visionary.
Elder Pascal Bar talks about it all the time. You gotta really see past this place, man.
Mm-hmm.
You really gotta. It's really you detoxing America out your spirit, man. This society out your spirit, like you don't crave it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. This ain't what gets you going. This American society. It was a time where we couldn't wait to go to the club, man.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't wait, to buy, some loud and go chill with the women and talk shit or whatever we was into. Make a mixtape. It was a time when that's what got us roused up, man. But it's not the case anymore. Now we're looking beyond this place. Nothing here, all right, nothing in this society, can quench, what we want now.
Mm-hmm.
We have a different thirst now, man.
Yeah.
You see?
A thirst for rulership.
Yep.
I'll
get that for you real quick.
We don't want the king's crumbs anymore, man.
No.
We won't. Go ahead, bro.
Or just the leftovers of what he calls success.
Yeah.
Here it is. You're supposed to be pleased to marry a woman that has multiple upon multiple men traumatized, but you're supposed to be honored, to marry her, man.
Well, you're supposed to be happy that she called you back.
Yeah, just and it's just her.
Yeah.
You're
supposed to commit to the used pussy.
Marriage, in this society, marriage is like walking to a prison cell, man.
Yep.
For a man.
Because we're already debt slaves.
Yeah.
Then you put yourself in a further institution, man.
Yeah. You go into a prison within the prison, man.
Yep.
Like I say, there's nothing to look forward to, especially like the American grade. Anything is horrible, man.
And that's why America is an import country, not an export.
Yeah, because don't nobody even like like Chevy can't export those cars to Japan
Yeah.
and Europe. They don't want that shit. You know,
Yeah.
they got Audis. You know,
Mhm.
like I say, the Honda, the
Mhm.
Toyota. You know, they got the BMW. You know, it get exported here, but they don't know other country want this shit from America, man.
Which is why when America gets destroyed, they gonna howl.
Yeah,
It's like, man, our little cash maker,
yeah.
our little money maker got destroyed. That's why when you order something, it's called shipping and handling.
Yeah.
Because the original import export was through shipping. That's why the Panama Canal, they're trying to make a shortcut to the Panama Canal to make this a better import country, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
This is on Matthew 5 and 6. It says, "Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness,
Yep.
for they shall be filled."
And we hunger and thirst for a land that's gonna be run after righteousness, man.
Yep.
That's even hard to imagine now.
Mm-hmm.
The whole planet Earth being under the law, statutes, and commandments, man.
Yep.
You know?
And that's and we see why, you know, this standard has to be implemented in earth, because see, this whole process of us being in captivity was for beginning with the men of Israel, for us to learn how to rule in righteousness, man, and why righteousness is so important.
Mm-hmm.
It's one thing to tell somebody something, you know, and let them, you know, go by what you told them,
Mm-hmm.
you know, even though it's working for them, but they still be curious about another way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we've seen the other way,
Yep.
and we see this ain't it, man.
Yeah, we're living it.
Yeah, we see this is what wickedness leads to. Now it's manifesting. Now, you know, everything is manifesting. This is the result of wickedness in the earth, man.
That's why people have to be ruled.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
See, Esau makes sure you pay your bills and pay your rent, but there's no so-called moral police.
Yep.
Nobody checks you for being an adulterer or an idolater, but it's wicked as hell, man. You know? And that's what's coming on the planet Earth, man. All right?
We got Isaiah 26
Yep.
and 9. It said, "With my soul have I desired thee in the night."
Mm-hmm.
You know? And see, this rulership is like night, man, because it's like you say, it's a darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a very low spiritual IQ,
mm-hmm.
you know, in the earth, man. You see, no one has any, you know, spirituality, you know, when it comes to righteousness, understanding when it comes to a righteous standard. You know, everyone, it's 7 billion people on earth, you know, and it's 6.8 billion philosophies.
Yep.
You know,
yeah.
Everybody just got their own set of standards, personal standards that they go by. No, man. You see, we desire a righteous standard to rule the entire earth, man. You know, we have a completely different desire. And see, brothers, the thing is, like we were speaking of yesterday, you can't look at, you know, the things that we miss out on here as a loss, man, because we're not missing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, this place has nothing to offer, man. You know, but a temporary, quick fulfillment of lust. Other than that, that's it. You see, but we got a whole new desire now, man. You know, brothers want their own women that ain't never been used before. All right, brothers want their own families. They don't want no, you know, baggage, you know, situation, man.
Yeah.
You know, we desire a whole new. We want our own land. You see,
and we tired of working.
Yep.
Tired of killing ourselves for you guys, man.
You gotta goddamn make yourself get up, man. 4:30 in the morning, man. Soon it never fails, man. Soon as you get in the deepest part of your sleep, the damn alarm clock go off, man.
Yeah.
You know that shit hurt, man. You know, every morning, man, you torture your body to get up like that, man.
Yeah.
You know, it don't matter how much money you getting on any of these things, man. If you ain't got sovereignty, we don't got nothing, man.
Yeah.
And that's what we come to understand, man. You know, it get to the point it just be so vexing, man. Like I got a company phone, that iPhone, you know that iPhone ringtone, man. And as soon as it go off, man, it just go through my whole body, man. I gotta answer to this shit, man. I gotta stop what I'm doing and answer to this shit, man. You know? So we look for something beyond this, man. You don't care about the dollar amount you make, you know? We beyond, all right, a salary. All right, or what this world calls a high value, man. We're beyond it, man. That shit don't mean nothing to us anymore, man. You know, we can't wait to get beyond all this, man, and really rule the earth in righteousness, man. You know, you brothers should lust for rulership. If you're gonna lust for something, you should lust for rulership, man.
Yep, that's why in Wisdom of Solomon, I think there's 6. If your delight be in thrones,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 26:9. It says, "With my soul have I desired thee in the night. Yeah, with my spirit within me will I seek thee early. For when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness."
Yep, yep, and that's what's going to happen when the scripture says the saints shall take the kingdom. All right, after that, we're going to regulate. All right, we're going to implement the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why it says in Revelations 2:27, you know, that you're basically going to rule them with a rod of iron, man. All right, but it's basically implementing, you're taming the earth, man. But you can go to close it out with Philippians 3:13. But no, we're civilizing the earth. See, what they had, Esau, when the beast came back into power, he had something called European colonization, which colonization basically implied that the world was pagan and we're going to put everybody under Christianity. But really, that was to extract their resources and enslave everybody. But in the kingdom, we're going to have the real version of that, man. We're gonna culture everybody. We're gonna tame everybody. We're gonna civilize them. Because right now, everybody is under the vibration of a beast or an animal. That's why you're referred to as a heathen.
Yep.
So now we're gonna civilize you with the laws, statutes, and commandments, man.
It's gonna be a true reset.
Yep.
You know, our mindset is towards a true righteous reset, man.
Yep.
You know, we await Yahweh Shai, man. Yahweh Shai is about to rule in the earth, man.
Yep.
You know, and like I say, we content, you know, with the things that we got, you know. Before I get that in the Philippians, I think that's in Timothy about Shah, if I can get that.
You can get it.
I think it's 1 Timothy 6 and all right, this is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, "But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain that we can carry nothing out. And having food and raiment, let us be therewith content."
And that's not to be content with the rest of your life with food and raiment. They're just an MRA. All right, we're soldiers on a mission. And that's what we have right now until we get the kingdom. Now in the kingdom, we're going to have abundance because we're spiritually crusading.
Yep.
That's why it says in Hebrews, Hebrews 3, we have no continuing city. All right? Because we're crusading, man. You just take what you could get while you're here. But in the kingdom, we're not going to have food and raiment and be content.
No.
We're going to have abundance, man.
Have abundance, the best of the best.
Yep.
You know, things that we can't even fathom.
But to be content takes faith that we're going to have more in the near future. You know?
And it says, "But godliness with content is great gain."
Yep.
You know, because that's really what's preserving us. Because Scripture tells us, you know, give us not poverty, neither riches, but food convenient for me. You know, and that's whatever our due portion is, man. Whatever the portion that we need to sustain ourselves until Yahweh Shai come back, that's what we got. You know? Because at the end of the day, of course, like I say, of course, you know, we got bills, you know, and if you can make a move, you know, and put yourself in a better situation, there's nothing wrong with that, man. You see, but our mind is not here, man. You know? We're not, you know, spending restless hours trying to figure out a new scheme and a new come up. Every money scheme we trying to jump on, and every stock, you know, to come out, we trying to jump on every you know, we're not opportunists, man, like that, man. That opportunist mindset. You see, the Lord Yahweh Shai put us in position, and what I found out, the more we serve Yahweh Shai, you know, me personally, the more I serve Yahweh Shai, the more he take care of the carnal things, you know, my carnal affairs, man, get taken care of, man. Things just come out of nowhere. You see, the less in this ministry, the less that I've cared about money, the more money I've had, man. You know, just speaking for myself, man, the less I care about the money, the more money I have, man. You know, the more I give, the more things I have, man. So it ain't even, it's to the point now, you know, where we get to a certain level in the faith where it ain't even about, you know, material things anymore, man. This shit bigger than that, man. We finna go to war. We finna conquer Esau, Edom. Like, we, after every week, this ain't just, you know, hopeful thinking. No, man, we finna conquer this, man, through Yahweh Shai, man. You know, hey, some of you brothers gonna be on the front line, man. You know, when that standard is lifted, man. You see, that's when it's gonna get real, man. When we really conquer this man. All right, not getting no prison reform bill or some simple shit like that, like Jake be so excited about a new voting rule or something like that. No, man. This man gonna be in chains, man. You know? You get that Philippians, bro.
Come on.
All right, this book of Philippians, chapter 3, verse 13. And it says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind. And
Forgetting those things which are behind.
Yep.
And it includes your family, man. Your mom, your dad, your children. That's not saying drop them and neglect them, and you know, but forgetting those things which are behind, their old lifestyle, their old way of thinking, their old man, or the hope of Babylon.
Old ambitions.
Them old ambitions, man. Our brothers couldn't shake that shit, man. You got brothers not here in the camp because they couldn't shake them old fucking ambitions, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man. Hey, you gotta, it's the reason why Yahweh Shah approached those disciples while they were doing their job.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, they were fishing. Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men.
They dropped them nets straight away.
Yeah, and that was symbolic for you drop your little worldly ambitions, man, and become a disciple, man. You know? Not saying that you're supposed to be unemployed cursing out Esau, but nah, just get you something to get your daily bread because we finna be out of here, man.
Yeah.
You know?
This is back in Philippians 3, all right, and 14, it says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Yep. But the point is, we looking at the things behind, but ahead, man. And it's so grand that Yahweh Shah had to push that vibration 2,000 years ago about what's about to happen now.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Hey, but it's beyond Babylon. Our spirit and our hope, our faith is beyond Babylon. Our mindset is out of this world, man.
We are not of this world.
We are not of this world, man.
And that should be growing within us more and more.
You shouldn't be eating the same bullshit as low grade food. You should be chasing the same bullshit low grade ass women. All right? You should be conducting yourself on a higher level, man. You know? You know, it's a balance. You indulge in whatever, but ultimately, man, esteem yourself, man. But you had any closing statements?
Hey, like the lesson, man, beyond Babylon.
Yeah.
You know, we own to something else, man. This place, we really walking forward, and this place is behind us falling apart, man. You know, we moved on. Our spirits are not here, man. You know, there's no excitement here, you know, in this place, man.
Yeah.
You know, because everything is played out, man. Everything is because everything gets worse and worse.
Yep.
The food gets worse, the women gets worse, the money gets less valuable. Everything here is decaying, man. You know, so we're walking away from decay. You know,
which decay goes back to where we get the word decadent.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash, the honors to our apostles, great millstone, Ruel. Peace and blessed house day with the elect, Abba Baal, Kum Yashala, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.